It's honestly mind-blowing how KBS banned Jennie's song Mantra just because she mentioned a brand name. Are you kidding me? Finally, we're in my month, and let me just say, Rosé is out here breaking records left and right, and netizens do what they always do best: keep acting like complete idiots. Honestly, it's insane. Why make K-pop so unbearable? Hello again, Rosaries, to all the old and new people tuning into my channel, where the opinions are always blunt and never sugar-coated. If you're getting triggered over something as simple as an opinion, then guess what? You're the problem. You're the one with the fragile mindset. A fecking snowflake. It's honestly mind-blowing how KBS banned Jennie's song Mantra just because she mentioned a brand name. Are you kidding me? They're acting like it's some huge scandal, like the song's filled with harmful messages or something. This is what happens when music shows get too obsessed with being safe and forget what they're actually about: music and the artist's connection with the fans. Banning a song for something so trivial is just absurd. It's becoming more and more clear that these shows are just trying to suck the fun out of everything. If a song doesn't fit some narrow, outdated rule, they'll shut it down with no real justification. Who's actually being harmed by mentioning a brand name in a song? No one! But KBS still thought it was necessary to throw their weight around and prevent Jennie from promoting her own work. It's not only unfair, it's downright ridiculous. The worst part is that they don't even care about being exposed for their blatant bias and lack of actual intelligence. This is the kind of nonsense we're dealing with in the industry today. So yeah, to all the Gen Setters out there, keep streaming the hell out of Mantra and support Jennie. KBS can get lost for all I care. Okay, hear me out, because I know this might sound a little wild, but I think there should be a social media app created specifically for K-pop fans. Like, imagine an entire platform just for us to express our opinions, share our concert experiences, post fan cams, and connect with fellow stans around the world. It would be an absolute game changer for the K-pop community. I'm talking about an app where we could just vibe, celebrate our love for the artists, and truly be in a safe space with like-minded people who get it. Now, I know the fan culture can be pretty toxic sometimes, but that's why I think this app should have extremely strict guidelines, like zero tolerance for harassment or hatred, so that everyone can enjoy without feeling unsafe. This could be an app that prioritizes community and respect, where fans can truly just have fun without worrying about dealing with drama or trolls. Maybe some of you will think this is an unrealistic dream and that it would never work, but hey, wouldn't it be cool? No more trying to navigate the chaos of Twitter or Instagram or Reddit when we just want to enjoy being fans. This could be the place for us, and honestly, I think it'd be a pretty amazing step forward for the K-pop world. This opinion will make me come off as a loudmouth boomer who doesn't know what she's talking about, but hear me out, okay? I don't understand how people constantly ignore the fact that second and third gen idols had way more longevity than these new groups. It's not just about the insane popularity these newer idols have right now, it's about the deep, real connections they've built with their fans over years. This is something that newer groups just can't replicate in today's fast-moving K-pop scene. Back in the day, idols were more than just faces on a screen or catchy songs. They were people fans connected with on a personal level. No, I'm not talking about parasocial relationships, so let's not go there. They went through highs and lows together, and that kind of bond is what kept them relevant for years. Now groups debut and their popularity spikes, but do they really have those same emotional ties with their fans? No, because everything's so rushed. It's all about the next big thing, the next viral moment, and it leaves little room for long-term relationships between idols and their fans. It's just a cycle that doesn't allow for real growth. These idols from earlier generations, they built legacies. They made impacts that lasted. But now, everyone's just chasing the next trend. And don't get me wrong, there's some talent in these newer groups. But it's tough to see how many will stand the test of time when they're constantly being moved on from after just a few years. I think companies can do more than always pushing the same themes of power, confidence, and winning. Don't get me wrong, those anthems can be great, but it's like that's all we get over and over again. Where's the vulnerability? Where are the songs that let idols just be real, that let fans feel seen in their own struggles? K-pop desperately needs more anti-anthems that show idols dealing with self-doubt, struggling with who they are, even facing their own insecurities. That's the kind of message fans crave, something they can truly relate to. Imagine the impact of idols showing their raw, unfiltered side, admitting they don't have it all together all the time. Fans would eat that up, not because it's flashy or makes them feel powerful, but because it's real. It's relatable. I'm tired of everything being so polished, so perfect. Give us more songs about quiet resilience, about fighting battles no one sees, about just getting by without always having to be on top. Those songs would hit harder than any empowerment anthem ever could, because they'd speak to fans on a level that goes way deeper than just, I'm a winner. It's time for K-pop to bring some realness to the table. Honestly, I was so wrong to think Blackpink would struggle without YG. It's actually the opposite. YG is struggling without them. Blackpink has been absolutely thriving on their own, each of them doing better than what they could ever accomplish under that restrictive agency. YG held them back, plain and simple. Watching them now, it's so obvious that they were shackled, barely scratching the surface of their potential. Now, they're free, living their dreams, doing what they've always wanted, without anyone stifling their creativity or limiting their growth. Seeing each member spread their wings and soars, it's almost a relief. It's about time they got the recognition and freedom they deserved. And honestly, YG is the one who's missing out now. Blackpink has proved they're capable of shining, not just as a group, but individually, in ways YG could never make happen for them. It's refreshing to see them happy and successful, finally showing the world what they're truly made of. This is what real, unfiltered talent and freedom look like, and it's a massive win for Blackpink and the fans who've been waiting for this. Another weird opinion that will make you guys think I'm on crack. I just think that K-pop could seriously benefit from tapping into genres inspired by video game soundtracks. Video game music has this incredible power to pull listeners into a whole new world, adding layers to the experience that go way beyond just listening. Imagine K-pop groups creating songs that aren't just catchy, but feel like they transport you somewhere else entirely, whether that's an action-packed adventure, a fantasy landscape, or a dreamlike escape. Video game-inspired soundscapes could make K-pop songs feel deeper, more atmospheric, and way more immersive. If we look at popular games, the music is intentionally crafted to match the energy and emotion of the scenes, creating a fully realized world through sound. Incorporating that kind of energy into K-pop could make for a groundbreaking experience. Think about what it would be like if a comeback had a layered, almost cinematic score that takes you through different levels or moods as you listen. Fans could find themselves not only vibing to a beat, but actually experiencing something totally fresh, like a blend of fantasy and reality. Plus, this shift could open doors for different musical styles and experimentations. Everything from synthwave and orchestral themes to more complex beats found in EDM. It would break up the usual song structures we're used to and give idols the chance to explore totally new concepts that set them apart. So why not take inspiration from video game soundtracks? It could be the next big move that brings K-pop into an even more dynamic and creative space. Honestly, the K-pop industry desperately needs more idols who aren't obsessing over this perfect image nonsense. The constant self-policing, the pressure to fit this pristine mold, It's exhausting and, frankly, outdated. We need more idols who are willing to break away from that, who can actually embrace their quirks, their flaws, even a little messiness. That would bring such a breath of fresh air to the industry, something real and unpolished that fans can actually connect with on a deeper level. Imagine an idol who's not afraid to show up as they are, who doesn't hide behind this mask of artificial perfection. That would be powerful, that would make waves. It's time for idols to stop sacrificing authenticity just to fit this ridiculous standard. Give us idols who own their uniqueness, who bring a genuinely relatable edge. That's what the industry is missing, and it's exactly what fans deserve to see. Some idols seriously need to be brought back down to earth. Fame has gone straight to their heads, and it's honestly disgusting to watch. The entitlement, the spoiled behavior, they're acting like they're untouchable just because they've got a crowd cheering for them. And what's worse, their fans, these blind loyal stans, actually praise this behavior like it's some kind of accomplishment. Are we really at a point where we're celebrating arrogance and a lack of humility? These idols need a reality check, plain and simple. When they start thinking they're above everyone else, it's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down. Fame doesn't excuse bad behavior, and it's about time the fans stopped acting like it does. I am beyond done with the constant fighting among Blackpink's solo stans. Seriously, why do you need to tear down the other members just to boost your favorite? It's exhausting, unnecessary, and honestly makes no sense. You all can support your fave without using their success as some twisted excuse to call the other members flops or not good enough. Do you realize how toxic that is? And on top of that, do you want to jinx them or something? Fame is fickle. One wrong step, one bad press moment, and anyone can fall from the top. You think this kind of energy helps? All it does is bring negativity into the fandom. Instead of spending your time in petty arguments and attacks, why not channel all that energy into actually supporting your fave? Stream their music, watch their videos, vote in the award shows. You want them to win, right? Then stop wasting time on nonsense and actually show up for them. It's like people are more invested in pointless fights than actually celebrating achievements. Get a grip, seriously. Supporting one member doesn't mean putting down the others. If anything, it just shows how immature some of this fandom has become. Not every popular member is meant to be a successful soloist, and it's about time fans accepted that harsh reality. Just because someone shines in a group doesn't mean they'll have the same impact alone. A lot of idols thrive in a group setting where the dynamic and structure bring out their best qualities, but take them out of that, and sometimes the magic just doesn't translate. It's not about talent alone. Being a solo artist requires a whole different level of charisma, originality, and vision. Fans need to understand that forcing every popular member into a solo career isn't doing them any favors. Instead, it can set them up for unrealistic expectations and unnecessary backlash. We've seen idols step into the solo spotlight only to face criticism because fans' expectations were sky high. And not every song or style will fit an idol who's been so used to performing as part of a group. Some members are born to work as part of a team, to contribute to that group energy, and that's perfectly fine. Let's stop pressuring idols into solo careers they may not even want, and let them thrive in the roles where they naturally belong. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on these opinions, but listen up, do not take them to heart unless you want to drive yourself crazy for no damn reason. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell, Rogieries, for more content. I'll catch you all next time, and bye.